Hello, boys and girls. I hope you're doing great. Today is Tuesday, April 14th. We hope you had a wonderful Easter. We are going to be talking about a new letter this week, and we are going to continue to watch our caterpillars. They are definitely big, fuzzy caterpillars. I will be showing you those at the end of this video. We are going to talk about the life cycle of a butterfly. We're going to read a little bit here, and we have a paper plate here because we are going to do the butterfly life cycle on this paper plate. So some of the supplies you're going to need will be construction paper and glue, scissors. We'll talk a little bit more about that. We will also end on looking at those fuzzy caterpillars, and I have a cute caterpillar race that you can play. So we will look at that at the very end. First thing we're going to do is this. Before we do that though, we have to sing hello. Are you ready to sing hello with me? Remember, you have to wave your hand like this and say hello when we sing. Are you ready? Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. I truly hope that you are doing well, boys and girls. We are going to get started with our caterpillar and paper plate project. Before we do that, we want to say our good morning prayer. Can you say the prayer with me? Do you remember? It's been a few days. So we just fold our hands and we say, bless me, Lord, on this day. Bless all my work and all my play. Please bless me, Lord, in every way. Amen. Great job, boys and girls. I'm going to start with our Let's Find Out, and I'm going to read the title of the book. It is called A Caterpillar Grows Up. Can you say that, boys and girls? Excuse me, boys and girls. That's the first time I sneezed while I was doing a video. I'm so sorry. A caterpillar grows up. Can you finish the rhyme? This caterpillar crawls. It slowly inches by. But soon it will grow up and change into a butterfly. Great job, boys and girls. Inside this big book shows you the life cycle of a butterfly. It starts with an egg, and then it changes, and then it turns into a butterfly. Let's read, boys and girls, and find out. I'm excited. So the first picture is an egg. Egg. A caterpillar starts in an egg. Do you think it can fly yet? Boys and girls, do you think this egg can fly? Yes or no? Boys and girls, I hope you're saying no at home. It cannot fly. It does not have wings. Let's look at the second picture. This is a picture of a caterpillar. The caterpillar hatches from the egg. Do you think it can fly yet? Boys and girls, I hope you're saying no. This caterpillar does not have wings yet. It cannot fly. Let's look at this picture. We have something hanging from a twig. It's something green. What could it be? Boys and girls, this big word is called chrysalis. The caterpillar turns into a chrysalis. Do you think it can fly yet? Boys and girls, this caterpillar turned into a chrysalis. It's almost like it has a blanket wrapped around him or her. That's how they're going to grow and change. They're going to stay nice and cozy inside the chrysalis. So I don't think it can fly. It does not have wings yet, boys and girls. Boys and girls, It stayed in that blanket, that chrysalis. It was nice and cozy. And guess what happened? Let's look at this picture. A butterfly comes out. It has wings. Do you think it can fly yet? Yes, it can fly, boys and girls. It has wings. Maybe sometime today you can move in your house and fly like a butterfly. Do you think you can fly like a butterfly today, boys and girls? So we are going to make our own life cycle of a butterfly, boys and girls, on a paper plate, so we can remember all the different steps, all the different stages from egg to butterfly. We are going to make all those steps, all the stages on the paper plate. So boys and girls, you want to get a paper plate like Mrs. Renner has right here. Now I'm going to be doing it on this board, so hopefully it stays up and doesn't fall. So these are the supplies you're going to need. Some type of paper plate. If you do not have a paper plate, you can use a piece of paper. You're going to need a glue stick or any type of glue. You are going to need different pieces of paper, different colors. They can be cut out in a circle, or you can cut it in half, and it can be a half circle. You can have smaller circles. You could have rectangles. So Mrs. Renner has a bag of all different shapes and colors, so I can just pick what I need to make a butterfly or an egg or a leaf or a chrysalis, boys and girls, or a caterpillar. So if you have some paper and you want to make some shapes, maybe you can ask a grown-up to help you. That'd be a great idea. Remember though, be patient and polite and say please and thank you. If they're busy, you'll have to do this later. So just come back to the video and watch how we did this, okay? So you want some construction paper. I have some crayons. I have some markers. I'm going to have green and black and brown. Some crayons. I have some tape in case I need tape. So I think we're ready, boys and girls. So let's get started. So on your paper plate, the first thing we have to do is we need to get that marker I was telling you about. And I'm going to show you how to make 4 different spots on your paper, because the story we just read, there are 4 different stages of the butterfly life cycle. Do you remember them? It was the egg, and then it was the caterpillar, and then it was the chrysalis, and then it was the butterfly. So we need 4 separate spots on our paper plate. So I'm going to show you how to divide that up. So the first thing you want to do is when you look at your paper plate, you can see a circle that goes around. So you just want to trace your circle on your paper plate. That's your first step. Just go around that circle and trace it. Just try your best. So that's your first step. And then your second step is you want to go to the top of the circle in the center. Okay, and you want to draw a straight line down. Can you do that? Draw a straight line down. Whoa! I just made 2 halves. So we made the circle, we drew a straight line down, and then we have to come to the side of the circle over here, and we want to draw a straight line across to the other side and stop. Look at that. Now let's count. Let's count how many spots we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we needed 4 different spots to put the 4 stages of the butterfly life cycle. So before we start making the egg or the caterpillar, we need to make a sign on our paper. So I have a piece of paper that just looks like a big rectangle, and I'm going to use this sign for the top of my paper plate because I want to label what we're making. So I'm going to label it Butterfly Life Cycle. So I'm going to write that now on a piece of paper, and if you want to do it with me, we can sound out the words, or if you do not want to write Butterfly Life Cycle, you don't have to, no worries. You can get somebody in your house to help you, boys and girls, okay? Mrs. Renner is just putting that up here like this, right above. Just taped it on, okay? So, let's see. So I'm going to write Butterfly Life Cycle. So, B, let's do that first. B, I have a B there. This marker seems to be drying out here, so I'm just going to get another marker. Okay, Butterfly Life Cycle. So B-U T butter. We have the E-R, that bossy R. Butterfly. F-O-L-L-Y. Butterfly. See that, boys and girls? I wrote butterfly. Maybe you can try to write that. Butterfly. And then we're going to write life cycle. Do you think you can write that with me? Let's try it. So I'm going to come down here. There's not enough space over here. So I'm going to write life. L-I, life. Life. And there's an E. Life. Cycle. Let's see. Okay, cycle. C-Y. C-Y. Do you have that so far? Cool. C-O-L-E. Cycle. Butterfly life cycle. Great job, boys and girls. So I'm going to write, right now I'm going to label each of my boxes in order of the life cycle. So if you remember the first picture from our story, what's the first stage of a butterfly's life cycle? What's the first stage? Was it the butterfly or was it the egg? Boys and girls, it was the egg. So Mrs. Renner is going to write eggs on the outside of the circle because I'm going to leave the inside for our great pictures that we're going to make. So I'm going to write eggs on the outside. So when I write eggs, I'm going to just sort of turn my plate. I'm going to write eggs in this first box here. Eggs, eggs, E, G, 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 it's two G's, and then we're going to do a couple eggs on our in our picture. So eggs, S. So I wrote eggs. Eggs are going to go in here on a leaf, okay? Now the second stage was what? So it was the eggs, and then what was it? Was it the chrysalis or was it the caterpillar? Boys and girls, it's the caterpillar. So the caterpillar is going to go in here. So we're going to write caterpillar here on the outside of the circle. Cat-ter. So it's C-at, C-A-T, E-R, P, pillar, P-I-L-R, A-R, caterpillar. Great job, boys and girls. So we have the eggs, the caterpillar. What came next, boys and girls? What was the order? What came next? Was it the butterfly or the chrysalis? Remember, the caterpillar had a cover up. Remember, I said it's sort of like a blanket. It's not really a blanket. There's another word for it. It's called chrysalis. So now we have to write chrysalis over here, boys and girls. So I'm just going to turn my plate so I can write chrysalis over here. Oh, let me think about how I want to write. I'm going to write it actually right here so I can read it. So chrysalis, C, K, K. H, R, chrysa, yeah, Y, S, A, chrysa, L, I, S. Okay, boys and girls? Great job. And then what was the last stage of the butterfly life cycle? Eggs, caterpillar, chrysalis. I hope you're saying it, boys and girls. Butterfly, woohoo! Okay, so now we have to write butterfly. So I'm gonna write it right here. We already have it up here. It's pretty easy. Butterfly, B-U-T-T-E-R, butterfly, fly. Now comes the fun part. Okay, like I said, if you do not want to write those words, you do not have to, but it's a good idea to label each of your sections so you know what spot you're putting your picture you're going to make. By the way, if you don't have construction paper or glue, you can just use a marker and try to draw each of those stages of the butterfly life cycle. So here we go. So the first one is the eggs. So we have to make eggs. This is pretty simple. So I'll show you what I have so you know what you can do. I took a green piece of paper and I drew a leaf on it. So basically what you do is you just start on the bottom and it's almost like you're making an oval or sort of like a circle or an oval, and you want to go up and around and then come back and around. So you can make your leaf. I mean, if you've ever been outside and you've seen different trees and leaves on the ground, it can be any kind you want, any shape. This is the shape I'm doing. So then you need scissors. You might need an adult. Open, shut, open, shut. That's how we cut, cut, cut. So I'm going to cut my leaf out. So I hope you're making your leaf, and if you do not have paper, you can just draw a leaf on your paper plate, boys and girls. You can draw your leaf. So we're going to put our leaf in there like that. Now I need my glue or my tape. I think I might use tape because I have it. But boys and girls, you can use your glue stick if you have it to tape your leaf down. What are we missing on the leaf? What do we need on the leaf, boys and girls? Did you say eggs? So boys and girls, you can take paper and cut little circles. Just cut little circles out, or you can draw them on. Whoop, I dropped my circle. I have more, don't worry. Now I'm going to use my glue stick. And we are going to put glue on our circles. And we're going to glue our egg down. Whoa, it's starting to look like an egg. Eggs on a leaf. I love it. I need to find my other egg that fell. I'll be right back, boys and girls. Sorry, Mrs. Renner is dropping stuff today. It's a windy day, by the way. It's raining and it's windy. Alrighty, let's see. So I have another egg. Look at that. How's it going? I hope it's going good for you. So you have one of the steps down already. Now we need a caterpillar. This is the fun part. You can use anything you want for the caterpillar, boys and girls. Use your imagination. It could be paper. It could be little pom-poms. All right, I'm using, I always forget the name of these, pipe cleaners. And I'm going to just cut them in half. I'm picking two colors because it reminds me of a caterpillar, the green and the light green and the dark green. You can do brown, whatever you would like. Remember, just use what you have at home. It's okay. So I'm just going to take them, I'm going to twist them. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm just going to twist them like that. I'm just going to go around and twist my pipe cleaners just to sort of make it look like a caterpillar. Just using my imagination, boys and girls. There's no right or wrong way. See? So it's starting to look like a caterpillar. And I'm going to bend it in half only because I want it to fit on my paper plate. All right, and I'm just going to twist the bottom so it stays together. I made my caterpillar. I'm going to tape it right there. I think I might use tape. Again, boys and girls, just use what you have. I'm going to put my tape here. I'm going to tape this down now. There's my caterpillar. Whoa, this is looking pretty cool, boys and girls. I love it. Okay, so we did the eggs, the caterpillar. Now we need to do the chrysalis. So I already made one. I just took green paper and I just drew like a shape on a piece of paper. You can draw it however you want, and I just cut it out with scissors. So we're gonna glue that on now. All right, I'm gonna glue the chrysalis on here. And it can be any shape. I made it a little skinnier on top. It almost looks like a peanut. So however you want to make your chrysalis is fine. Now the only thing that I would add in the picture, and I'll use a marker, I wanted to make like a tree branch or a twig. So it's like hanging, like it's hanging from it. So I just am drawing like just a straight line, almost like it's a tree branch of some type. Again, boys and girls, it can look however you want it to look, okay? So now we have a chrysalis. Now we need the butterfly. So this is the fun part. Like I said, if you have different color pieces of paper at home, construction paper that look like circles, you can shape a butterfly wing. It almost looks like, excuse me, a half of a heart like Mrs. Mustard showed you to do when you did your shamrock. So your butterfly wings can look however you want them to look, okay? So I just, again, took a half sheet of paper and I took a marker and I made, they look like curved lines. I just went around and then I came in a little bit, almost like a heart. And then I went back around, and then you can just get scissors and cut that out, and that could be a wing. Well, you need 2 wings. Okay? So, I'm going to glue one wing down. Oh my, here we go. So here's one wing. Maybe make it go a little lower. I made a really big wing here. All right, so there's one wing. You can make your wings smaller if you want. You know, you can make it however you want. So now I have 2 wings. Okay. Now I made I just got a pink piece of paper and I made just a long rectangle. I was just going to glue it down the middle for the middle part of the the butterfly's body. And you can just do that. Decorate it how you want. And then I have some, let's see here. I'm just adding parts, the antenna here. Let's see. You just put them on however you want. You can make this look however you want. So there's mine. Okay, look at that. You can even put stripes or dots, or, you know, they all look different. The butterflies all look different, you know, so you can put different things on your butterfly that you want. I'm not sure what you think would look good on my butterfly, so I might just leave it the way it is right now, my butterfly. And if you want, you can decorate it. I'm running out of time. So there you go, boys and girls. That is the butterfly life cycle. So I hope you can make that, hang it up. And I have to show you those caterpillars I have, right? You want to see what stage they're in, right? Okay, let me show you them. So I have to be very careful because they are growing and changing, and we have to be careful. Do you remember I told you when we first looked at this that they were tiny, right? So what do you see? They got bigger, and they're longer, and they're fuzzy. Fuzzy. Can you say fuzzy? Yes. F-U-Z-Z-Y. we're going to be talking about those letter Z's. So they are big and long and fuzzy. And what happened to the food? Oh my goodness, boys and girls, they're eating it. Now, what did I tell you was going to happen in the next few days? These caterpillars are going to crawl to the top of the cup, and they are going to hang from the lid. It looks like we have a caterpillar right now, Herman the worm, crawling to the top of the lid there. And they're going to hang. They're going to hang from the top of the lid. Wow, that's really cool. I feel like he wants to hang from the lid right now. Do you see him moving? So they're going, the next stage of this will be the chrysalis. So they were already eggs. They then turned into the caterpillar. The caterpillars are growing and getting bigger. And then, boys and girls, they're going to hang, and they're going to look like the chrysalis over here, right here. See? And they're going to stay inside there probably for about, maybe not even 7 days. And then they're going to hatch, and then I'm going to show you our butterfly house. I promise I'm going to show you all the steps. So that's where we are with our fuzzy caterpillar friends. So we are, I know someone else came up with butterfly as a name, and I love that you're coming up with names for our friends here. So I'm going to put them down so they're safe, and I'm not really moving them. I don't want to scare them. I want to keep them safe and happy, okay? So I'm going to put them back on the table here, and we'll check on them the rest of the week. You might see them hanging by the end of the week. So maybe come Friday, you are going to see those caterpillars hanging. And then maybe next week you'll see how they will shape into this chrysalis here. And then we're going to move them to the butterfly house in case they hatch. All right, boys and girls, I have one more thing to show you. I have to take this down and move it. And I need the back of this. So we're going to show you how you, at home, if you have any family members who would like to play this game, it's called a caterpillar race. So you're going to need some paper, like this. Just take a piece of paper, fold it in half, and then you want to cut over about an inch. So you want it to be about an inch in width. And when you open it up, you want to cut that in half where you folded it. And this is going to be your caterpillar. It doesn't look like a caterpillar right now. We have to decorate it. So once you get to this step, I would like you to take 2 pennies. These are called pennies. This is real money, but we're going to use the pennies to help us. So when we blow with a straw, it will help move the caterpillar across my board. I'll show you in 1 minute, all right? But first, just get 2 pennies, and you need to tape them down. So here's my tape, and we are going to tape the pennies down, boys and girls. So I'll get some tape. I'm going to tape it on the end, like that. And then you can tape the other one on the other end. Boys and girls, good job. It's tricky. All right, you might need some help with this too to get it started. Again, you have to be patient. So now it's starting to look like a caterpillar. All right. So I need to decorate it now. So you can use green, whatever you would like, just to make some lines on your caterpillar. However you want it to look, boys and girls. I just put lines on mine to make it look like a little bit like a caterpillar. Now, if you want, you can play by yourself, or you can get someone to play with you. Oh, you might want to bend, like where the penny is, you might want to bend it up a little bit, like that. So when it's on the board or on the table, it might move easier because it's in that shape. Sort of looks like a caterpillar. So what's going to happen is if you were playing with someone to do a race, you would have to make 2 of these. So I have 2 that I made. I don't have somebody else to blow on this caterpillar, but I'm going to blow on this caterpillar so you can see how it moves. So you want your starting line here, and then this is your ending finish line over here. You can mark it however you want. You can mark it with a piece of paper, you can mark it with a marker so you know that's the end, the beginning and the end. Just use your imagination. I just wanted to show you a fun game to play. So I'm going to move this guy here so he's not in the way. I just want to show you how you can do this at home. So you want to take your straw and you are going to blow in the straw. You're going to see on the paper, see how it's at the end of the board here? We want to get it all the way over to this side. So you can do this in practice, and then maybe you can play with someone in your house, but you'll have to make 2 caterpillars. Are you ready to try this? Ready? So I'm just going to keep blowing until it goes all the way across. You have to try it out, experiment, and see how it works. Ready? So you want to start at the back and then go to the front. Woo! I'm out of breath. Do you see it moving? Oh my goodness, my caterpillar is moving. I got to get it all the way over there though. Got to catch my breath though, boys and girls. Ready? You're just going to blow in your straw. Oh, I got to take a break. Oh my goodness, I'm almost there. Do you see it moving? It's so cool. That's how caterpillars move. They move slow. My goodness, we're almost there, boys and girls. We made it. Look at that. So you can try this at home. You can play by yourself. You can play with someone in your house. Again, have fun. If you have any questions, have your parents send me a remind message. I hope you have a fabulous day. Again, we will talk to you throughout the week. We'll have some more videos each day that, you know, we have stuff planned for you. So have a great day, boys and girls. Bye-bye. Talk to you soon. Take care.